What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am addressing a subject I feel is very misunderstood here in the physical media community, and that is the topic of double dipping. Why do physical media collectors feel the need to double dip? So the reason why I'm putting out this video is because yesterday during my Blu-ray hunting trip, I pulled a double dip with Flashdance, and I couldn't help but notice that a couple of the comments underneath that video were questioning my motives. Why did I pick up Flashdance twice? Isn't that a waste of money? I personally wouldn't have done that, etc. So I figure I would put out a video kind of explaining the psychology behind double dipping and my own personal reasons as to why I double dip. So let's start off with the main definition of double dipping. If you happen to be brand new into physical media collecting and you're unsure of this term, you've never heard it before, really quickly, double dipping is when you pick up the same movie multiple times. Very simple definition. So there are, I believe, three main reasons as to why collectors pull the double dip. Number one is upgrades from a Blu-ray to a 4K. Obviously, you could start off with DVD to a Blu-ray, Blu-ray to 4K, 4K, 4K Steelbook, whatever you want to say. But mainly, it's an upgrade. Perfect example is Twister. Let's say Twister in your Blu-ray collection, you find out that Twister is coming to 4K. Everyone gets so excited because we've been wanting Twister on 4K for so very long. Now keep in mind, this is purely an example. This is not an announcement, it's an example. So you have Twister on Blu-ray, the new release day comes, you go out to Best Buy, you pick up Twister on 4K, you have now officially double dipped because you own a Blu-ray copy, but now you also own a 4K copy. So upgrading is reason number one. Reason number two is cover artwork. When a brand new 4K comes out and it has multiple cover artworks that are gorgeous, that are beautiful, you just cannot decide between the two, you're going to pull a double dip. It doesn't necessarily mean you do it for every single movie out there, but if it's really something that catches your eye and you think is important, you're going to double dip. So the perfect example is from yesterday when I double dipped on Flashdance because of the gorgeous 4K Steelbook as well as the 4K slipcover. Now, a lot of you out there could say, Susan, but you're a Steelbook collector. Why did you pick up the 4K slipcover? Because I've also been getting into collecting 4K slipcovers lately. And you know what? I just could not decide between the two. At the end of the day, I wanted both, so I picked both of them up. So this is the perfect example of where cover artwork comes into play. If you cannot decide between which copy you want to pull, you just get them both. You just get them both and you leave the store extremely happy. Isn't that the most important part, that you're happy at the end of the day? So that is reason number two, cover artwork. And it just doesn't have to be a Steelbook or a 4K. It could be a Blu-ray slipcover if it's looking pretty nice. It could be a box set. Whatever it is, whatever your preference is, that is a reason for double dipping. And the third one is the most simple of all. You just love the movie. You love the movie. You love the franchise. Perfect example is my very good friend, Dave Durant Cinema. You know him, you love him. And one thing you know about Durant Cinema is that he loves John Wick. He has picked up so many copies of John Wick because they just keep putting out more copies of John Wick with different slipcovers, different box sets, different steelbooks, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever Lionsgate has put out for John Wick, Durant Cinema has picked up every single time. He is one of the kings of double dipping. And that's a perfect example because he loves those movies. He doesn't double dip on everything, but he loves the John Wick franchise. So because of the sole reason that he loves those movies, he will double dip on those films again and again, over and over, because he just simply loves the franchise. For me, it's the Scream franchise. Not to just focus on franchises, it could be one single movie, but for me personally, the Scream films, I will pick up again and again and again. If they announced another different 4K Steelbook for the original Scream movie, I would pick it up. It doesn't matter that I already have 2 copies on 4K of Scream. I will get another one simply based on the fact that I love this movie and I love the franchise. So reason number 3 is love of a certain film. Now let's get into my own personal experience and reasons why I can double dip or choose not to double dip, because everyone in the community has different situations, different financial situations, different living situations. We are all different people. And we are all different collectors. We are not all the same. Some of us can afford to do so, and some of us cannot. Like I said, situations are all different. So myself personally, I choose not to double dip on every single item that comes out, because obviously that would become extremely expensive and my credit card would just combust. It would just break in half in front of me and say, no more, I cannot handle this. So I choose not to double dip on everything. I choose to double dip on select items that I am drawn towards, that I am passionate about, that I really want in my collection, that I feel like it's going to stand out or it's needed. I know that sounds weird, but that is the psychology inside of my brain as a physical media collector. Now, as far as my situation as a person is different from other people because everyone is different. I do not have to worry about a rent or a mortgage. I am very fortunate. I live with my family. Also, I work for myself, so I determine how much money I am making every single month, as well as I do not really have any other vices in my life besides collecting physical media. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't drink coffee, I don't gamble my money away unless it's on physical media, but we're talking about at the casino. Casinos, no, I stay away from them. I do not have any vices in my life. I do not have any children. I'm not married. I do not have a spouse. I do not have a boyfriend. Nothing. It is just me. I am one single person and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my situation. I like being single. I like having no attachments or anything else to worry about, just myself. Now, I know everyone in the community is not like me. They all have their own different situations. But for me, that's why I'm able to double dip if I choose to do so, because I don't have to worry about rent or the mortgage or feeding my child because I don't have any of those things. So just to let you know a little more about myself and the reasons as to why I double dip and when I choose to and when I choose not to. And I also want you guys to keep in mind at home that tossing judgment, I'm trying to put this as delicately as possible, tossing judgment on people for their choices on what we decide to pick up or not really isn't that cool, because like I mentioned, we're all different. We all have different situations, and we all choose to grow our collections in a certain way. And I feel like we should all be respected for that at the end of the day. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative, and I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts about double dipping. If you have any additional comments as to the reasons as to why you guys at home choose to double dip, then comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.